Good morning everybody, welcome into Friday the 24th of February 2023. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy and this is your morning message tarot reading. We have a gloriously sunny spring day outside. Hopefully the light is okay. I'll have to check when I've recorded this. Hopefully I won't have to record it again and it will be fine in the recording. We have some astrology for today. So the moon starts off in Aries, where it's going to sextile Saturn and square Pluto, before going into Taurus, where it sextiles the sun. So a theme of completing is standing out today for me, with the moon aspecting both Saturn and Pluto, each of them being at the end of their respective signs. Pluto 29 degrees of Capricorn and Saturn 29 degrees of Aquarius, both ready to move and change signs in March into Aquarius and Pisces. So we're shining a light on any last shadow areas of those planets in those sides. The last degree of a sign of the zodiac is where, you know, it's a final checking in. Have we done all the work? So you might want to consider that today. Okay, let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say for today. Okay, so we're going to use the Gaia deck. We're going to use the Light Seers deck. And let's just see. Let's shine a light on things. So what do we need to know for Friday the 24th of February 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, Enchanted Forest. Mystery, magic and excitement. Oh, I think we like a bit of that, don't we? With the search, feeling lost, confused and lonely. So are we lost in the enchanted forest, fearful of our magic, fearful of the mystery, scared of being in the ambiguous place, searching for answers? And then we have the night wind, facing fear, subconscious release and healing. So even if we are, it's bringing things to the surface and healing them. So this is making me think of the aspects to Saturn and Pluto, you know, those last degrees of their respective signs and the things that come up just to be finished off and completed so that we can move into the new energy, heal the last of the shadow side that we have in each of those signs of the zodiac. Ready to move on in March. Let's do some tarot and see what the tarot has to say. What the tarot can add to this story. So let's see, what have we got? We've got the I was going to say work your light card. It's not. The Light Seers deck here. So what do we need to know for Friday the 24th of February 2022? We've got a bit all over the place. Come back in there, you. What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so where are we today? They've got the Lovers. That's where we are today with the Lovers. Moving into the past, we've got the Eight of Cups. Beneath us, we've got Judgment. Above us, we've got the Hermit. The Hermit has been coming out loads just recently, hasn't it? And then the Five of Wands. Got the Nine of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Star. Move those down there a bit. And at the bottom we have the Three of Cups. Okay, I'm just going to leave those there. Okay, so where we find ourselves today. Major Arcana 6, the Lovers. So we're at a decision point, and it really does feel like it's a decision point today for me because we've got Judgment underneath. Okay, so yeah, we're at a crossroads. As I say, we've got those two planets, we've got Saturn and we've got Pluto at the final degrees of Aquarius and Pluto, both ready to move into the next sign in March. And so there is this, you know, weighing up and evaluating, and any last things coming to the surface to be worked through so that we can complete our cycle with that planet in that side of the zodiac, in that sign of the zodiac. So yeah, it's all feeling sort of, yeah, ponderous, and in that ambiguous void place. Okay, so we've got that feeling lost, searching, lonely, that stuff could be being brought up from the subconscious, so that we can face those fears and release from the subconscious that bring about healing. Okay, and we complete our personal journey with that planet in that sign. Okay, what we're walking away from, what's going into the past is the Eight of Cups. So we're walking away from something towards a new horizon, new beginnings. Saturn enters Pisces on the 7th of March and Pluto enters Aquarius on the 24th of March. So new horizons. And we don't know what it's going to bring. Let's be enchanted, the mystery and the magic and the excitement of new lessons, new energies coming in, and the new journey. Below the foundation is Judgment, as I said just before about the Lovers. For me, really today is just about the choice, and this is part of that as well. We're reviewing, reflecting, weighing up. We're at the crossroads. Okay, maybe looking back over the last 3 years of Saturn being in Aquarius. Saturn moved into Aquarius in the UK the day before the UK went into the first lockdown. The day after, was it the 24th of March 2020, which feels like a complete lifetime ago. And Pluto went into Capricorn 2008-2009. It was marked by the global financial crash. Okay, and we've worked for the last sort of 15 or so years. We've been working through those Capricorn energies. Pluto has been exposing the abuses of power and the corruption, and both planets actually about systems down, authority on us. So both moving into very different energies, very different signs. So yeah, bit of reflection back at sort of the last 3 years and the last 15 years. How's life changed for you? I'm sure for everybody in the last 3 years we can see the changes that have gone on. I remember back to 2008 and things that changed in my life then, and And there's a Reiki day, a Reiki share day, and yeah, a card. The Reiki master then was pulling cards, and the card that was pulled for me was "The worst is now behind you," and it's just something that's always stayed with me. And my life, my life has just it turned around since then. So 2008 was a big year for me, a number one year. So it was the beginning of a new cycle as well. Um, there's some things I can remember back to in eternity. Other things, it's like no memory at all. Was I there? Did I do that? Um, Especially a lot of my social life, it feels like I've just been at one big party for about 35 years. Yeah, they're all the same, similar people in different places, different venues, all over the place. But a continuous cycle of free parties, festivals, illegal raves, and things like that. It has been most fun. So yeah, reviewing back to where you are, where you've been, where you've come from, where you are now. In 2008, I never would have believed in a billion years that I would be um, recording myself on my phone, doing tarot readings, uploading them onto a platform that's going out into the world, and yeah, spreading my tarot readings to the world at large. So yeah, where have you come from, and sort of what have you learned is another important lesson, and that's a gift from above. We've got the Hermit here. So again, the Hermit's been coming up loads, isn't it? It's about going inside, connecting to the wisdom. What have you learned? What what healing, what wisdom, what knowing do you have now that's, come through in the last 3 and 15 years? Okay, really connecting that into that. Because we don't just, when the planets change sign, we don't just forget everything that we've learned while they were in the previous zodiac sign. We take the learning and the knowing and we move into the new cycle of learning, and it builds and builds and builds. I don't know if any of you do astrology, but the wheel of an astrology chart is split into 12 houses, and each of those houses governs a different area of your life and who you are, and the influences and the lessons to learn and things like that. And so all the planets, they just go through, so they build up from house 1 through to house 12. And so you gradually learn and discover more about yourself and grow and develop as each of the planets move round, bringing their own lessons. So yeah, we're at a big transition point here. And in fact, Saturn moves into Pisces on the 7th of March, which is the full moon in Virgo. And then Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 24th of March, which is just a couple of days after the new moon in Aries and spring equinox. So coming into the light in more ways than one. Okay, so yeah, going inside, connecting to your inner wisdom, your inner light, and taking that creativity out. We have the 5 of Wands here. There may be some resistance, there may be some strife and struggle. Not all the lessons have been learnt in an easy way. Some of them make you go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But when you look back and you see how you learn, I can't believe that happened. So, reflecting on the past isn't just cherry picking all the good bits. Have a real good look at yourself and the challenges and the sort of where you've outdone yourself in both good and not so good ways. Okay. And this is where sort of it can bring up the fears and the loneliness and the confusion and lostness, And that's reflected here in the Nine of Swords in the clarifiers. So we may be finding ourselves, waking up in the middle of the night going, oh my God, no, I remember that. But trust, you can let it go. Things come up for healing for us to let go. Okay, so as we let go of those fears and those subconscious energies bubbling up, as we release them, then we come to the Four of Wands: completion, perfection, celebration, passing through the portal into the new energies. And with that, we have the Star. Okay, so new wishes, new inspirations, new aspirations, hope, opportunity, that healing, that mystery and excitement and enchantment. Ooh, where are we going to go next? Or maybe that's just me. But let me know if you equally get excited by things like that. So yeah, there's definitely a sense of completion and passing through into the new. And the card underneath, the subconscious, the environment, they're just out here that you can't see. We've got the Three of Cups. Celebrate it all, the good, the bad and the ugly, because you're still here. Okay, and recurrent themes and things like that, there'll always be a new opportunity to learn lessons that maybe we didn't quite get last time. So yeah, celebrate yourself. It's the weekend. I'm going to celebrate myself too. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope when I watch this video back that the lighting's fine on it and I don't have to record it again. If this video did resonate for you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, thank you for watching.